Hello, everybody. Dr. Rick Wallace here, dropping in on you. Hope everybody is having an unbelievable start to your week. Those of you who celebrated the holiday yesterday, I hope that you guys had an unbelievable time. I spent time with wife and I. We both end up working way more than we had planned to, but hey, it is what it is. Look, I just want to stop in today and talk to you about something I think is immensely important. I think it's integral to your success that you understand this, that you hear it all the time. You want to change your life, change your mind, change your thinking, but a lot of people don't understand the dynamics behind it. It's not necessarily that you do, but when you do, you kind of are more given to the process of changing it. It's not a wish factor. It's not something you just sit up and say, well, you know what, I'm going to change my mind, I'm going to change my approach, and I'm going to tell you why this happens. But I want to give you a real simple truth, that if you gain an understanding of this truth, it's going to make it immensely uh, easier, exponentially easier for you to achieve success. Now, when I say easier, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It simply means that you're going to eliminate a lot of the resistance, a lot of the friction, a lot of the inhibiting forces and factors that are working against you, that you yourself are creating. You're going to have enough challenges out there in life, outside of yourself, external, exogenous forces moving against you, that you don't need to create internal conflict that's moving against the things you desire to do. So let me tell you, your attitude is everything. And when I say attitude, I mean your mindset and approach to how you perceive things, how you approach things, what you are given to, or the proclivity you have towards a particular mindset. What you're given to. What do I mean by that? Let's break it down into two simple categories: pessimist and optimist. The pessimist is always looking for whatever's going wrong. What's wrong? They're going to find it. They're going to make sure they find it. The pessimist is not only going to look for what's wrong versus what's right, they're going to delight in themselves when they find it. They're going to literally get their greatest joy of the day out of identifying what's wrong. The problem is, when they identify what's wrong, they have no plan afterwards, because their whole mindset is designed on negativity. So negativity does not produce solutions. Negativity highlights the problem, but does not produce solutions. So what happens? They magnify the problem becomes overwhelming, and they sink themselves into it, and they consistently do this over and over. Then we know, by what we have learned over the course of time, that the energy we emit is resonant. What does that mean? Energy attracts like energy. So the more negative energy you create through your pessimistic behavior, attitude, and mindset, the more things you draw to you negative, that you're able to identify, which only amplifies your negative output, which amplifies your negative frequency and energy and vibration, which would then again contributes to your cycle of attracting negative things to you. And you go on and on and on with this, and you go on and on and on with this, and you never ever figure it out, and you get frustrated, and eventually at some point in time you develop what's known as learned helplessness. And what that means is you've tried something so many times that you just convince yourself it's not going to happen. So you quit, you give in, you give up. Now, on the other side is the optimist. The optimist looks for what's right. It can be a million things going wrong. They're still going to look for what's right. It's just what they do. They're going to find what's right. Then they're going to amplify it. They're going to magnify it. They're going to give it actually more value than it's worth. This is actually scientifically proven, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean in the explanation in just a second. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. It's going to give you, they're going to go out and they're going to sit up and they're going to go, hey, look, this is going right. This is going right. They're going to get excited about it. They're going to actually make it better than what it really is. This is proven. Pessimists find what's wrong, and they're normally very honest about what's wrong. Optimists tend to see things actually better than they actually are, but then again, it works for them in the long run. But here's the problem with a pessimist: they are only going to amplify the negative. The optimist will amplify. Sorry, guys. I really do apologize for this. This is urgent. Anyway, real quickly, why does the optimist do what the optimist does and the pessimist? It's programmed. You've literally trained yourself to either look for the bad or look for the good. That doesn't change because you decide one day you don't want to do it anymore. That changes because you go through a process to where you develop a mindset that changes you. You have to go through that. You have to go through a process in which you change how you approach things, change how you think, change your mindset. It is a developmental process. I do this with my clients when I come in and I realize that they literally have trained themselves to do something that's working against them. You've got to go through the process of changing. What I can tell you, though, is that as long as let me tell you, a pessimist or something else. There's an old saying that said, two men stood inside of prison. They both stared out of prison's wall. One saw mud, one saw stars. Two men stared outside of prison bars. One saw mud, one saw stars. There's another saying that a pessimist will look out of a window, instead of seeing the sun, they will see the specks on the window. And literally, that's it. It's not that people who are successful, the 1%, get better breaks than the 99%. It's the way they view things. It's the way they see things. It's how they approach things. It's absolutely imperative that we understand that. They were born with privilege. I could tell you this: people who are born with privileges are still going to have adversity. They're going to still meet challenges. They're going to still have to face things down. They're going to still have to make decisions to push through, or their privilege will be overridden by adversity and they will suck. I've seen people who were born with it all lose it all, or even in the midst of having it all, have a horrible and miserable life. And that's because they didn't have the right mindset. I've seen people born with absolutely nothing, with the worst possible conditions and situations, turn it into one of the most spectacular realities that you can ever imagine, simply because there was something inside of them that only wanted to see what was good and focused on what was good. They weren't in denial. They knew there was other stuff going on. They just chose to focus on what's good. That's my challenge to you today. Focus on what's good. Focus on the positive. Focus on what is powerful, what you can change, what you can do. The things you can't change, you have no energy to give it because it doesn't matter. Stop focusing on that. Focus on what you can do. Focus on what you can do. Can I get up earlier? Can I work harder? Can I stay longer? Can I read more? Can I grow more? Can I be kinder? Can I serve more? There's so many things you can do in your life to change your life for the better. And that's the thing you got to focus on. And then you got to see it for what it is. See it for what it needs to be. Now, on another note, I'm going to leave you with a real little phrase, and we're going to talk about this the rest of the week, but I want to leave you with a little phrase. I want you guys to start practicing your purpose. Practicing your purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is, you probably need to start there. But you need to start practicing your purpose. Your purpose is the force of your power. Your purpose is the source of your passion. Your purpose is the impotence. It's your why. It's the literal meaning of your life. It's going to be the thing that anchors you, but you need to learn how to practice your purpose. I want you to hang on to that. We're going to be talking about practicing your purpose moving forward throughout the week. For those of you who need a shift in mindsets, for those of you who have been hindered by limiting beliefs, for those of you who tend to focus on the negative, for those of you who can't seem to get over that, I would love for you to take advantage of my Crushing Limiting Beliefs course. This is a course, a little course lesson that will be sent out to you that has over 13 lessons that will help you literally shift your thinking and erase those negative paradigms. On that note, I want to give you that. If you haven't joined the Epic Realm community of high achievers, if you haven't gotten your membership yet, now's the chance to do that. We're doing some exceptional things. We're starting this week with unbelievable Q&As this week. This is the tabling time for new members where you're going to put your ideas on the table, your desires on the table, your goals on the table, and we're going to talk about them. We're going to hatch them out. We're going to look at them. We're going to build on it. We're going to connect. This is power, and this is an exclusive membership. You can only have access it through the membership. If you haven't joined, join. I'm going to leave it at that. Oh, one other thing. I did forget, and I'm gonna do this one last time. This is an absolutely last day I'm gonna do it. Nobody took advantage of it yesterday, so I'm rolling it over. I've got a literal phone call from my branding consultant, a longtime ad person and branding consultant that told me to stop doing this. So I'm gonna do it one more time, being hard-headed, because I really want to work with people. I really want to help, but they told me to stop doing that. It's killing what they're trying to do with the branding and value system and everything else that I have going on. But for anybody who signs up for the membership today, you will get not only a free rapid change breakthrough session, which is worth $350 for everybody who signs up today and today only. This is Tuesday, January the 18th. That's that. You get that. But also, everybody who signs up today will be entered into a lottery where one person will win a platinum package, a platinum coaching package. That's 52 weeks working with yours truly. 52 weeks. That's a $10,500 value. One person will win that, but everybody will get a free rapid change breakthrough session. This is the last day we're going to do it because my branding consultant is telling me I'm losing my mind, and to cut it out, I'm making her work harder. So that's it for that. I'm out of here. For all of you that are looking to do something great in your life, your attitude is everything. And I'm going to leave you with that. Your attitude is everything. You guys have an unbelievable day. I'm going to get back to you as soon as I can. As I always say, I live my life on full so that I die on E. I challenge you to do the same thing. On that note, I'm out of here.